On the morning of October 31st, 2025, residents of Harare awoke to a chilling sight: military tanks and armored vehicles rolling through the capital's streets. The deployment, which included at least 2 tanks and 7 armored vehicles, was confirmed by multiple sources and captured in videos circulating on social media. The convoy reportedly passed through areas such as Mutoko, Murewa, and Ruwa, eventually reaching Samora Machel Avenue in Harare. This sudden and unexplained military movement has sparked widespread speculation and fear, with many Zimbabweans recalling the events of November 2017, when a similar deployment led to the ousting of longtime President Robert Mugabe. The parallels are hard to ignore, and the timing of this latest show of force is particularly significant, coming just days after a dramatic power outage during President Mnangagwa's State of the Nation address, SONA. The Chiwenga-Mnangagwa rivalry, a Cold War turns hot. At the heart of the current tension lies the long-simmering feud between President Mnangagwa and Vice President Chiwenga. Once allies in the 2017 coup, their relationship has deteriorated into a bitter power struggle. Mnangagwa, now 83, is seeking to extend his presidency beyond the constitutional 2-term limit, aiming to remain in power until 2030. This move, known as Resolution Number 1, was reaffirmed at the ZANU-PF conference in Mutare and is being fast-tracked by Justice Minister Ziyambi Ziyambi. Chiwenga, a former army general who still commands loyalty within sections of the military, has reportedly opposed this extension. His silence during the conference and absence from the sauna, officially attributed to a medical appointment in South Africa, have fueled speculation about internal discord. Some analysts believe Chiwenga's absence was a deliberate snub, signaling his disapproval of Mnangagwa's bid to cling to power, factionalism, and the role of the military. The military's presence in Harare is widely interpreted as a manifestation of the factional warfare within ZANU-PF. Political analyst Dr. Saifo Mlambo stated, "This is not routine, it's a show of force," suggesting that both factions are leveraging military influence to intimidate each other. The military's involvement in politics is not new in Zimbabwe. The 2017 coup was orchestrated by Chiwenga and other senior military figures under the pretext of removing criminals surrounding Mugabe. Today, similar rhetoric is resurfacing. Chiwenga has accused Mnangagwa's allies, particularly businessman Kudakwashe Tagwire, of looting billions from ZANU-PF through shadowy deals with Secunda Holdings. In a recent Politburo meeting, Chiwenga demanded the arrest of Tagwire and other influential figures, including Wicknell Chivayo and Delish Nguwaya, accusing them of capturing the party structures. This confrontation reportedly left the Politburo stunned and further exposed the deep divisions within the ruling elite. Chiwenga's bold move was interpreted by some as a direct challenge to Mnangagwa's authority, symbolism, and public sentiment. The blackout during Mnangagwa's SONA added a layer of symbolism to the unfolding crisis. As the president stood in darkness, opposition figures and citizens alike interpreted the incident as a metaphor for the country's political uncertainty. The fact that ruling party MPs were chanting 2030 and Dea Emerson moments before the lights went out only heightened the drama. Temba Mliswa, a former MP and vocal Mnangagwa ally, accused Chiwenga's wife, Minyothabo Baloyi, of orchestrating the blackout as an act of sabotage. Baloyi, a colonel in the army and part of the Military Intelligence Department, MID, was alleged to be running a parallel structure within the military to advance her husband's ambitions. Such allegations, whether substantiated or not, reflect the growing mistrust and paranoia within ZANU-PF. The public, meanwhile, remains anxious and skeptical. Shops in Harare's CBD closed early, and social media was flooded with rumors of an imminent coup, legal and constitutional implications. The push to extend Mnangagwa's term has triggered a constitutional crisis. Zimbabwe's 2013 constitution limits presidents to 2 5-year terms. Amending this provision would require 2 national referendums, a process that legal experts say is unlikely to succeed given public opposition. Nonetheless, ZANU-PF, which holds a 2/3 majority in parliament, is exploring legal loopholes. One controversial interpretation suggests that the term limit clause restricts the number of terms, not their duration. This could allow the party to extend the current term from 5 to 7 years without a referendum. Opposition parties and civil society groups have vowed to resist the move through protests and legal challenges. However, with the opposition weakened by state-sponsored recalls and repression, their ability to mount effective resistance is uncertain. Regional and international reactions. The international community has so far remained largely silent. In 2017, Western powers failed to condemn the coup that brought Mnangagwa to power, inadvertently legitimizing the military's role in politics. Today, similar inaction could embolden further authoritarianism. Regional bodies like SADC have also been muted, despite the potential for instability to spill over into neighboring countries. The lack of external pressure has left Zimbabweans feeling abandoned and vulnerable, a nation on edge. The deployment of army tanks in Harare is more than a military exercise. It is a symptom of Zimbabwe's deepening political crisis. The feud between Mnangagwa and Chiwenga has escalated from whispers to open confrontation, with the military once again playing a central role. As Mnangagwa pushes to extend his rule and Chiwenga asserts his influence, the country teeters on the edge of another political upheaval. The stakes are high. Constitutional integrity, democratic governance, and national stability hang in the balance. For ordinary Zimbabweans, the spectacle of tanks in the streets and power outages in parliament is a grim reminder that the struggle for power among elites often comes at their expense. Whether this crisis culminates in another coup or a negotiated settlement remains to be seen. But one thing is clear: Zimbabwe's political future is anything but certain. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. We will soon be introducing memberships you can join so that you don't miss our exciting latest news.